Guys, this is the Nature Girl 30 here, and this is another random talk with my random thoughts, or for my random thoughts, what have you. And this might sound like a review, but it is not. It is just something I want to get off my brain. I know that I'm months late from watching Jurassic World, but ever since I saw Jurassic World, I really was more pissed off than anything else. I like going into my movies having fun. I like going into the movies enjoying them, but I did not enjoy this movie at all. No, I am not going to be a complete fangirl of the original. Don't get me wrong, the original was great, and it had a lot more majesty for it because it was the first of its kind. Especially the fact that it had a lot more animatronic effects than CGI. And they were actually able to combine the two but make it a perfect balance. It's not even about the CGI of the animals, even though it is a given that they are a lot more animated and a lot more fluid, which shows that they are actually computer generated. But the thing is that I am tired of movies trying to force the human element down our throats, especially with this one. I did not care if any individual in that movie got devoured. I actually was rooting more for the dinosaurs to eat everybody there, except Chris Pratt, because he was the most likable guy. Everybody else I could not stand. And not to mention, they actually try to make you care about the family, even though you didn't know enough about them to care. And there was zero chemistry with the family. There was zero chemistry with the family. There was zero chemistry with the sister of the family. And there was zero chemistry between Chris Pratt and her. Can't think of her name, wish I did. But anyway, the thing is that it's really starting to get annoying. It really is. How in the world are you so concerned about it being your final family outing when you're not going? And yes, your divorce proceedings is that time. How long were you going to keep it a secret from your kids? Despite all that, if this was the last time, why couldn't you have just gone with them? Not to mention that the boys seem to be looking towards Chris Pratt because he is the raptor whisperer, and and their aunt literally shot a pterodactyl out of the sky to save his life. Not impressed at all. Not to mention that any of the past lore, especially when it comes to the original Jurassic Park, they came across the original site. Nobody cared. Not interest at all. It was just a run through. Nobody even mentioned it. All they did was just take the Jeep and go. Did they really forget about the original, something that was actually based on? And not to mention there were so many failures the first time before this thing even opened. What makes you think that 30 years later, well actually 30 years later it actually worked, but what made them think of creating something that is bigger, faster, stronger, and hard to kill, make it exciting for everybody else? Really? I spent half of my time yelling at the screen than actually enjoying the movie, and that is a shame. It really, really is. Maybe that makes me be overcritical, or maybe it's because I don't like crap in my movies, and I don't like accepting it either. Not to mention is that movie, the original movie, was great. It was great for its time. It actually made you care about all the characters, because all the characters actually had something. They had something that was interesting about all of them, which made you really care more about them. There was nothing interesting. Those kids were annoying. The older brother was a dick throughout the entire movie. And then all of a sudden, oh, our lives were in danger. Now I care that you're my little brother. Please. You literally put him in danger in the first place. What made you think that out of the blue you're going to automatically care? Really? I couldn't stand the older brother. I thought he was going to get eaten. And actually, I was rooting for the dinosaurs every single bit. And I will admit, the final battle between the T-Rex and the Domatron, whatever it is called, that female spliced of Frankenstein, I don't know what it was. It was mixed with gator and all kinds of creatures. And I'm not gonna lie. A predator like that is cool. But why the heck would you actually make a predator like that when you know things are just gonna go wrong? All I know is I spent half of my time yelling at the screen, being consistently annoyed, not only by the actual owner that's supposed to take Hammond's place, not to mention they actually did keep the scientist on payroll when he's the one that created these problems in the first place. There were so many things that didn't make any sense. And I'm tired of movies that's just telling you, oh, just don't think, just accept. There are some movies that you can actually shut your brain off and enjoy. Guardians of the Galaxy was one of them. I actually didn't know anything about the franchise, let alone about the comic book itself, and I had fun watching the movie. I can't say I had fun at all watching this. I was more angry than anything else, and not to mention it makes you kind of think about zoos. Good grief. It kind of gives you a second thought on going to a zoo. I mean, oh my gosh, is this good? Is this how people are? By the way, I'm not trying to get on my high horse here. This is just something I want to get out of my brain. Like I said, it's a random talk from Random Thoughts for this channel. And honestly, if you like Jurassic World, great. If you don't, I understand why. Because I did not like it at all. And it's not because it's not like the original. I'm not going to go there and be all fangirl. But I am going to say that for crying out loud, be consistent. Especially about a movie that has so much history behind it. Be consistent. That's all we ask. You're asking us to pay $10 for a movie. Make it consistent. Make it awesome. Put something behind it. Put some love in it. There were so many things cut out that made no sense that I was literally trying not to pull my fro out. Seriously. By the way, guys, that's my random talk for this random thought. I'm done. I'm gonna go and just literally mellow out for a while. Later.